125.1 is tower.
Yeah, I noted this here as
Perfect.
well.
127.8 is ground.
Yep.
120.775 is our ATIS for our weather.
Yep.
And then 122.7 is the next frequency over when we start our cross country.
Okay, you already put that in.
Yep. So if you hit this button, that will send over. Now anything on this side is active.
Okay.
So standby, active. Active 1, standby 1, active 2, standby 2.
Okay.
And then this is how you would go to active 1.
Okay.
Active 2.
Yeah. You can see Chrome 1.
Yep.
Weather at 1456 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Below 12,000. Temperature 28. Dew point -4. Altimeter 3004. Sea level pressure 158. Visual approach in use. Runway 17 left and right. Clearance delivery combined at ground control. Contact 127.8 for clearance. NOTAM, multiple cranes in the vicinity. Check NOTAMs. Advise on initial contact. You have Romeo.
Romeo.
Okay, Romeo, and then I'm going to go ahead and go back to ground.
Yeah, it's good.
So I'll let you do it. Hit swap to ground.
Romeo.
Okay, so now we're back, and then you can verify KHND ground.
Oh, okay.
And the green, as you know, it's active. Green.
It's tower.
Tower. And then you can monitor. So if we hit this button, we're active on 2, but we're listening to 1.
Ah, okay.
If you wanted to like listen to guard or just monitor something else.
So this is for monitoring, this one.
Your baro needs to be at 3004. So you can grab that button and move it to the right once. So we got 3004.
Yeah.
3004.
Cross check.
Field elevation was within 50 feet.
Yeah.
Within 50 feet.
Okay.
So we're set on field elevation. Here's your airspeed ticker. Here's your altitude. We're going to rotate at 55. We're going to climb at 74.
55 rotation speed 74.
Yep. Our first altitude, grab this big button and turn it to 4. Right there, 4-5.
4-5.
Yeah, perfect. Because we have Bravo shelves. We have some airspace.
Yeah, exactly, is that one.
Yeah.
You should not fly in there.
So we're going to fly out over that ridge, 4-5. And then at the end of the houses, we're going to climb to 5,500. And then after the ridge, once we get out of the airspace, we'll climb to 7,500. And then that's where we'll sit for most of our flight.
Okay.
So that's altitude. This is your heading bug. Press it. Do you see this blue thing right here?
Yeah.
Press it in for me.
And then it will pop automatically in
right
this
there.
heading.
And then we can change our autopilot like this. Autopilot goes on right here. AP.
Yeah.
This is your scorecard. Heading. Heading.
Yeah.
And then flight level climb. Flight level climb.
The Laughlin area and then come back.
We want to climb at, maybe 80 because it's hot today.
Yep.
And then you can hit AP, autopilot's on.
Okay, then that picks up this speed and
then watch the heading and the yokes are moving.
Yeah.
And then can you overpower it? Can you stop it?
247.
And then can you? Yep. Yeah. So as long as you can overpower it, it's good. And then hit this button to disconnect.
Okay.
Go ahead, hit that button. Okay.
That is
and now you're off.
That is off.
So 3 ways: button, button, or right here we pull the circuit breaker. If there's like a malfunction,
you take that
off. If it doesn't work, pull it.
Okay.
Or we're strong enough to stop it.
Right, Julia.
Yeah, but there's quite some resistance on it. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So that's autopilot, and then let's make sure our flight controls are free and clear. So if you want to just check our controls.
Yeah. So left aileron up, elevators up, down, right aileron up. Controls clear and correct.
Controls free, clear, and correct. And I agree. And rudders. Okay. So we are here. Cabin doors are secure, seat belts, flight instruments here, flight plan here. We're squawking, so hit transponder.
Transponder.
And VFR. 1200.
You got 1200. Yep. That's standard in the whole States.
Yep.
Basically. Okay.
We already have our altitude select. We have our baro select.
Yep.
For fuel quantity, hit engine. Hit system. Hit gallons remaining. 53.
Yeah, that's on left and right. Huh?
So, and then we're going to do -3. So watch this. 1, 2, 3. 2 for like run up and taxi.
Okay.
But I like to be cautious, so I always just take 3.
Okay, you take that off.
Yep.
So this is what we have remaining.
Our fuel burn today is expected to be about 16 there, 16 back, leaving us 20 gallons on landing, which is almost 2 hours to 1.5 hours extra flying time.
Okay, so
we
that's
won't,
on the safe side.
Yeah, so we won't refuel at Sedona.
Okay, good.
Okay, so fuel quantity check, mixture full rich. So we're going to do our run up.
Yeah.
So you can go mixture full rich.
Mixture's rich.
Fuel sensor valve on both.
That's checked.
Jet is 96, Henderson, runway 17 right.
We already did autopilot. We already did trim for takeoff. Flight director is off. Elevator trim, throttle. We're going to go to 1800 RPM. So you can go this to 1800.
Jet is 96, departure frequency now 125.47.
Nice job.
Yeah.
And then I like to do the right magneto first.
Okay. So right magneto.
We got a drop of
100.
Yep.
Something
Less
like
than 100.
Yeah.
So that's good. Back to both.
Both.
Back up to 1810.
1810. Then left.
Yep.
Left magneto. Drops below
About
100.
60, 70. Great.
Yeah.
Back to both. And then slowly reduce this to an idle.
Okay.
And it should idle under 700. Good idle.
640.
Perfect.
Back to 1000.
Back to 1000.
Okay, run up completed.
Run up complete, and then I'm just going to pull this back out. 2 fingers for like a lean.
That's how you take off now with that.
Here we kind of, I guess it's pressure altitude. So on these hotter days, we can start doing best pressure. We'll definitely lean at Sedona for takeoff.
Sure, right. That we have enough power.
All right, annunciators, message.
Yeah, checked.
Okay, flight plan is in.
Jet is 96,
And then we have comms and frequencies.
Yeah.
We have our GPS plan loaded. We have our transponder set. I like checklists. And we are
ready for takeoff.
Yep, we are ready to go.
Good.
Do you would you like to try to make the radio call today, or do you want me to make them?
You do that first, maybe later. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's see how it works here.
I got my water on top, and then yours is in the back.
There. Okay.
And then I got the 2 extras.
Oh, also there.
Okay.
Good.
Information Romeo. Henderson ground, Skyhawk 23 November Papa at the fuel island with Information Romeo requesting southeast departure.
Skyhawk 23 November Papa, Henderson ground, runway 17 right, taxi via hotel.
17 right, taxi via hotel, 23 November Papa. Okay, so we're in the ramp. This airport's a little bit unorthodox on where we are.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let you taxi, but we're gonna taxi on the ramp all the way to hotel.
Okay.
So you're gonna go straight out and follow this line, and then there's gonna be our first left before the taxiway.
Okay, good.
All right, your controls?
My controls.
Your controls.
Skyhawk 366 Charlie Tango Henderson.
Brakes released. Power set. Clear. Left, clear right.
There you go. There you go. Pull that back just a little bit.
Okay.
I might have leaned a little too much.
Yeah, you heard sputtering.
Yeah.
Okay, all good.
Yep. And then you're gonna take this very first left.
Yeah.
There you go. And it's gonna be downhill. So right here you can pull that power back to 1000.
Okay.
We're clear of the right.
Right.
And then you're gonna take this very first left.
Yep. To Alpha. Huh?
Nope. First left right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So this is Alpha right here.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go on there.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, this is the weird part. We're still on the ramp.
Okay.
So we don't need to talk to anyone right now. We can do whatever we want.
This is the non-movement area.
Yeah, non-movement area, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then here's your ground speed.
Okay.
So just keep it under 17.
Okay. You said it's sloping a bit, huh? So just take the power a bit back.
And then you're going to need to add brakes. You can keep it about 900.
Okay. 900 is good.
That's on the ground now, stand by.
You can also turn to the right. To
just a little bit, yep.
Yeah.
And then on these, there you go, perfect. What you can do is apply both brakes and slow it back down to 10.
Okay.
There you go. and then release the brakes, and then let it kind of pick up its momentum again.
Okay. And
That way the brakes don't get too hot.
Yeah.
Looking for VFR flight following to Pomona, Bracken Airport is Kilo Papa Oscar Charlie at 14.5.
So 17, that was the runway.
Yep.
It said left.
And then he said hotel.
Hotel, yeah.
421 Charlie.
That's also like one of the hot spots I saw,
Yep.
huh?
Yeah, people land and take off on taxiway Alpha by accident.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I want to say this on the radio.
Yeah, I saw that coming up.
Yep.
Because I think it happened a lot. Left clear.
Yep, keep going straight.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, it's totally confusing. But yeah, we're 421 Alpha Sierra, no problem. 421 Alpha Sierra.
Said do not depart on taxiway, so
Yeah.
you can put a sign here.
It happens.
That happened in Brussels a few months ago with a Scandinavian airliner.
Really?
They
An
took
airline?
off airline.
On a taxiway.
Yeah.
I'll keep going. This one.
Yeah, okay.
And then here's hotel, and we'll just stop and hold short, and we'll do
Okay.
our...
So I stopped before this line
Nope.
here. Oh, the other one.
Yeah, so this is the non-movement area.
Yeah.
Now when you cross this single line, now you're in the movement area.
And I can cross now.
Yeah, because we were cleared the hotel.
Ah, okay.
So now we come to hotel right here,
Oh,
and then you'll hold short right here.
okay. So if you didn't say hotel, then we should stop there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, add those brakes, back to 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay, great job. I'm going to go to tower.
Okay.
I'm on the brakes with you.
Yeah.
We're going to go full brakes for takeoff, flaps up, fuel both, trim, lights as required. I like to put strobes on just for extra.
Yeah.
And door secure and window secure. Okay, ready?
Yeah, landing lights you don't need to activate.
Not during the day unless you'd like to.
Ah, okay.
Wings up, throttle control, mixture, elevator control, and then climb. So
Yep.
we're ready.
Okay.
Henderson Tower, Skyhawk 2 November Papa, holding short, once on the right, hotel.
Phenom 465 Whiskey, Henderson Ground, you are clear to San Jose Airport via the Ojoto to departure Kino transition as filed. On departure, climb via the SID, maintain 6,000. Expect flight level 340 in 3 minutes. Departure frequency 125.47, squawk 1350.
Sometimes one guy does both radios, so you hear the ground even though we're on tower.
Hmm.
That way you know he's like busy.
465 Whiskey, read back correct. Golden Eagle 421 Alpha Sierra for VFR flight following, squawk 4660, departure frequency 125.47.
Yeah, that's busy then, huh? 2 radios. Jesus.
Yeah. I'm going to clear this so we can kind of have situational awareness. We have
Tower 360 Charlie.
one airplane in the pattern,
17 left at
Yeah. Isn't a pattern?
and you can see him.
421 Alpha Sierra, Roger,
Okay.
17 right, taxi to hotel. Skyhawk 23 November Papa, and Tower 17 right, clear for takeoff.
Once on the right, clear for takeoff, 23 November Papa. Okay.
Skyhawk 366 right, tackle right, 17 left, clear touch and go.
17 left, clear touch and go. 360 Charlie takeoff.
All right, clear. Approach end is clear.
Yeah.
Departure end is clear.
Check.
And then verify 17 right. I got 17 right on the paint.
17 right. Check.
All right. And then we're going to smoothly apply full power.
570, go in, San Tower
Full
lane,
power.
17 right, taxi
And then
via
center line?
hotel.
Yeah.
Okay. Your controls, go ahead.
My controls.
Be off the brakes.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Full power.
Warren Tower, 4 flight 17
There we go.
for visual left
Speed
downwind
green.
for 1
Yeah.
Airspeed's alive. Green, green, and green.
Green.
And then we're going to just maintain that center line.
4 Roger, proceed inbound and go left downwind for runway 17 right, report midfield.
Yeah, report
50.
midfield right, or left downwind.
55.
Rotate.
Yep. And then slightly nose down just a little bit. Get that airspeed because we got a little slow. Just right here. Look about 7.5.
All right, just keep going northbound on the inner that you're on right now and make a right
There we go.
until it be the last taxiway.
Yep.
Nice job.
Good to put this one. It's the wind in the microphone.
Yeah. And then a little bit to the left.
Yeah.
Perfect. Right there. Nice.
Can I adjust the trim already a bit?
Yep. Yep.
30 is the back pressure. It's good. 75 check.
And then we'll do a straight out a little bit because you're in the pattern, and then we'll start our left turn in a little bit.
Okay.
Cool. All right. I like this. Airspeed is looking good.
Yeah.
I'm a lean to the top of the green. So I'm just rotating it
Okay.
until this fuel flow comes to the top of the green.
Yeah. And then you see a drop, and then you know
We're right
you
there.
have this position.
Yep. And then you can get a little bit more of a pitch. Let's climb 74 just for a second.
Okay.
And we're going to climb up to 4,500.
500.
Yep.
21 off, yeah, roger, thanks.
I'm going to zoom this out so we can see what's going on.
Yeah,
And
that
then,
helps a lot. You see the mountains
that's
here.
so
huh?
nice.
Yeah.
So yellow is 100 to 1,000 feet clearance. Red is less than 100. And green is 1,000 to 2,000.
Okay.
And then black is over 2,000. So we're going to keep going this way.
Yeah.
And then we'll start a left turn to the ridge. About 150 heading in a second.
Just behind the houses,
Yeah.
because of the noise.
And that ridge is about 4,000 feet.
And tower 4
so
flight 17.
we'll
That
go
one there.
Midfield,
Okay.
midfield left downwind 17 right.
4 flight 17.
Yeah, you have mountains are all around.
All around.
So you really need
And
to
then
have the clear.
in the summertime, it's really hard to hit this.
Yeah.
It's the air density. You have to go that way
Oh, really?
and then go around.
You go behind, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
All right, I'm going to give you a heading of 150.
150. So I can turn now.
Yep. And we're lean for climb. Flaps are up.
Behind.
Lights as required. Airspeed is great.
Tower for 4
That tone means you're 1,000
Just a
feet from
question,
your...
Okay, now
for our
you know
base turn when we're landing south here,
so
you
we
just
have
need
about
it
this-
inside the freeway, is that correct?
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, and then you can see we're starting to get a lot more room.
Okay, cool.
This is our class Bravo. So once we get past this blue line, we can climb to 5,500.
Okay.
But you're doing a great job right now. And then try to get that 150 heading.
Yeah.
Actually, you can stay there.
Yeah, it's good.
Yep, we'll go 140. Traffic comes over the ridge. Usually inbound traffic stays to the right, and then outbound traffic kind of stays
Stays on the right.
Beach Sierra, November 6014
And then
Lima. We're about
in the summertime, I like to go to engine,
6,200
lean,
inbound.
and
you
just
can
watch
see.
it.
We have November.
Yeah.
The cylinders. Speed is a bit okay.
Yeah, you could probably pitch up just a tad bit more. But we're getting 500 feet a minute. I think that's good. don't
That's
you?
good.
Yeah.
Okay, then just
And I'm seeing more green, so I like green.
yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, great job today, Cass.
Thanks.
6014 Lima and Star, I didn't observe, proceed inbound or left downwind for right 17 right, report midfield.
Left downwind 17 right, call you midfield. 14 Lima.
Cool. 300 feet.
Yeah.
Henderson Tower, 366 Charlie Tango, reporting midfield for 17 left.
Basically, we can keep ascending, because we're outside.
Yep, outside, so
So we
then
can do 5.
change that out to 5.5, and then
Yeah.
you're set.
Okay.
In the wintertime, when the air density is lower, you have to be a little bit more careful in this airplane.
Yeah.
But in the summertime, you almost never make it. Or if you take off the other runway, then you have more climb time.
Okay. But in the winter, you should climb faster.
Climb faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the wintertime, you have to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you don't get in there.
Yeah.
That's what you mean. Okay.
And then really here, about 435, we're like just kind of watching.
Yeah.
We don't want to get too much hot. Like that's when I like to kind of watch. Maybe I'll put in a little extra mixture, just a bit. And then when we get to 5.5, when we level off, this will cool down quite a bit.
Okay. Yeah, because of the climbing, you
Yeah.
get a bit more temperature rise. Yeah, scanning for traffic.
Yep,
No
scan for
traffic
traffic.
inside.
And then I'm going to zoom out a little bit further now because we're
Yeah.
en route.
We're in the green.
So one airplane over the dry lake.
200. It's
Yep.
200 feet below us.
Yep.
That's
Henderson
all.
ground,
Yeah.
Skyhawk 5720 Echo, holding short of runway 17 right.
Sky 5720, go ahead and stop, roger, hold short, right 17 right. 4 flight 1734, Fable X runway next taxiway, taxi park via Alpha Foxtrot.
And then this
Alpha
shelf is
Foxtrot,
6,000.
4 flight 1734.
This shelf is 8,000.
Okay.
So after after this shelf, we'll stay at 5.5, let the engine cool down for a second, and then we'll climb to 7.5.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to transfer over to the other airspace? So hit this button for us.
This one,
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is going to be Boulder City Unicom.
Howdy.
Now we can listen to this guy talk.
Okay. He's going
He's going southbound.
down. Yeah.
All right. Do you want to start a left turn and we can kind of intercept?
Yeah, we intercept that.
There's one more right here. Boulder City traffic, Skyhawk 23 number Papa, 5,300, climbing 5,500 over the ridge, eastbound for the river. Boulder traffic.
What kind of heading is this?
33 Juliet Sierra is 4 miles northeast at 3,200 inbound for landing.
So he's going to be down here. here. And so what you can do here is we can zoom in a little bit. So that tells you our range. So he's about 3 miles.
East at Wilson's Ridge, 6,200 descending inbound, planning for a straight in for 27 Boulder.
Hey, lower the volume a bit of this.
Lower?
Yeah.
Lower?
A bit loud.
Let me know if that's better.
Yeah, that's good.
So, okay. Coming past this little ridge, if you'd like, you can hit vertical speed.
Vertical speed.
And then you're going to hit nose down and watch what happens here. Go ahead. Keep on.
Just pressing.
Yep.
Or
Let's go to 400 feet a minute.
400.
Yep.
Okay.
And let's see where that's going to put us. And then we'll reduce the power. See the magenta?
Oh, yeah, it's coming up. Yeah.
Perfect.
It shows you where you are at 6,000 feet basically.
And then as we descend, we can just reduce the power.
A bit shallow, then it will go away from us.
Yep. And now we verify. We're getting about 400 feet a minute.
Yeah.
We'll climb, descend down to 6,000. Clear train on the left.
Yep.
Clear train on the right. And then we're looking outside the window for any other just kind of obstacles.
Full clear.
Sedona traffic, Skyhawk 23 November Papa is 10 miles to the west, inbound for left downwind 03, Sedona traffic.
Traffic on the right,
Sedona
from left to the right.
760 Romeo Charlie is taxiing from the FBO to the run-up area, runway 21, Sedona.
Sedona traffic, Skyhawk 734 Mike Whiskey at the FBO. We'll be taxiing to runway 21 via Alpha. We'll follow behind the sky lane, Sedona.
Alright, so we gotta look for that traffic because they take off on
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That we don't fly into them.
Yeah.
But they will probably take off before us. We still have about 10.
Looks
what
like
is
it. Yeah, we're 9 miles.
9 miles. Okay.
Sedona traffic, Skyhawk 23 November Papa is 9 miles to the west, inbound for left downwind for 03 Sedona.
And to turn it downwind is about 1 mile from the runway. Yeah.
Cherokee 1 tail Quebec upwind.
Yeah, so she's upwind.
Yeah.
So looking for traffic. I can see how if we take off, we come over here, we have a lot of area to climb.
Yeah.
So that looks nice. I can see how to take off that way, lots of terrain.
Yeah, there's not much space. When here you go between the two plateaus out, or a bit on the right, you can go out there. Do you want to do a circular climb here to go up?
I was thinking maybe we'll take off. Looks like we can kind of climb out this way maybe, and a circle climb over here.
Yeah.
Or we could take off, start coming this way maybe. Well, let's see what it looks like on when we get over here.
Yeah.
Looks like you can kind of go through that. That's what she's doing. She's going straight.
Yeah.
All right, 400 feet.
Good.
That's pretty, Cass.
Yeah, it looks really cool. There's some kind of resort over here.
Quebec. Departing to the south, final call, Sedona.
200 feet left for
200 feet.
6.
I'm at a little power as we come in.
Yeah.
Sedona traffic, Skyhawk 23 November Papa is 5 miles to the west, inbound for left downwind 03.
So when do we disengage autopilot?
Go ahead, if you're ready.
We can do it now. Okay.
And then brake check. I have brakes. You want to check your brakes?
Brakes checked.
Okay. And then so your controls. I'm taking FT off.
Yeah.
And then we'll maintain 6,000 feet.
Yeah.
And then if you want to offshoot to the left just a little bit, so we can get like a easier kind of
smooth entry.
Maybe aim for this little peak off the crop, and then we can kind of.
Oh, that one. We're standing there.
Yeah.
And then we turn before.
Then we'll turn and then line up.
Okay, good.
I'll help you with the turn. We'll make the turn call together.
Yeah.
Sedona traffic talk, 239 Papa, 6,000 feet, 4 miles to the west, inbound for left downwind for 03. Cool. Maybe bumper power.
Yeah. Speed is 90.
Yep.
Good. Yeah, because of the updrafts, you get some variations in the speed.
Yeah. Good job on holding your altitude.
Sedona traffic, Skyline 760.
You tell me when we turn right.
Yeah. You can start slight to the right.
Okay.
November Pop, you guys will land at runway 3, right?
Yeah, landing runway 3, entering left downwind for 03 right now. 230 Papa.
Alright, Skyline 6 Charlie's going to take that runway for a departure to the south, Sedona.
Sounds great. Looking at that traffic right now. 230 Papa.
She's departing now.
Yeah, so we'll just kind of start our left. Our left downwind in just a second. I'm gonna watch her.
Yeah. She's about to leave now, huh? I see her standing at the holding point.
Okay, there she is. She's on the runway.
Yeah.
Okay, altitude looks great. Speed looks great. I like this power setting.
Okay, good.
You want to start that right turn for us?
Okay, right behind clear.
Okay, right turn.
Okay. Max 30.
Is it great?
Yeah.
Sedona traffic, Scott 230 Papa is entering left downwind 03. Nice job.
Adding 210.
Yep.
Sedona traffic, 6 Romeo Charlie is upwind, runway 21, making a straight out departure to the south.
Alright.
Okay, 210.
Nice. Okay, I got traffic in sight.
Yeah, traffic in sight.
Got traffic in sight. We'll turn base behind upwind traffic to the River Papa for Sedona. Alright, reduce the power just a little bit.
Yeah, and first notch of flaps.
Yep, go ahead to 2,000.
Check.
Nice job. Keep pull back. And first notch.
Okay, and avoid ballooning.
Okay, this is looking great. I still got traffic in sight. You see them?
Not really yet.
They're right off your window.
Ah, yeah, inside.
Alright, pitch down for airspeed.
Okay.
We want to start that descent a little bit. You can push down a little bit more.
485,
Yep. Alright.
Traffic inside.
I think you start your left turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
We can turn it after.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
And nose down.
Nose down.
Boom. Not too much though. Just right there. There you go. 85.
Okay.
Sedona traffic. Scott 230 Papa straight left base. We got that departing traffic in sight. No factor. Sedona.
Now straight again.
Yep. Cool. I like this view.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good. Maybe a little high. We'll keep that nose down.
Yeah.
We're under 85. First notch of flaps. Or second notch.
Second notch, yeah.
Okay, a little bumpy, but we're expecting that today.
It's all good.
Okay.
Speed is good.
Yep.
Correct a bit with
Alright, start that left turn.
Left turn. Left and behind clear. There we go for 75.
Yep.
Yeah. Put back the power a bit.
Nice. Just up a little bit because we don't want to overspeed the flaps.
Okay.
Alright. I'm going to do full flaps.
Yeah.
Okay, a little lower. Sedona traffic. Skyhawk 230 Papa is on final for 03. Sedona traffic. Keep this heading.
Yeah.
And then we're going to pitch up. So that's 2 more. And then reduce your power because we're so high.
Yeah.
There you go. Because we don't want to overspeed the flaps. So you can keep this like...
Now it's 75.
Just a little
That's
bit.
good.
Yeah, right there. Now as you catch it,
yeah.
Now we can add a little power back in. Does that make sense? So we're still got 4 whites.
Okay.
Right now I'm looking at 76. This looks pretty good. I'm with you on the controls just a little bit, so don't fight it too much.
Aiming point is at the number?
Yep. Actually, right now I'm looking at the actual aiming mark points.
Okay.
But our airspeed looks really good right now.
Yeah.
So you can reduce a little bit more power.
Yeah. Power reduce.
Okay, there's that little bit of that draft we were expecting.
Yeah.
Good job on the power.
That's good.
Nice job. Okay, reduce more. We're going to pitch up this a little bit because we're still going kind of fast.
Okay.
Nice, 75.
Now we can power cut.
I think power you can cut.
Okay,
eyes down the runway.
Yeah.
There you go, down. Hold it. Hold it. There you go. Nice job.
Okay,
And then we'll
hold the back pressure.
Yep, I'm with you on the brakes.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Especially for your first time. And what we'll do, we'll stop straight ahead.
Okay.
And then we wait till the airspeed's off.
Yeah.
And then we start that turn. Your controls.
Okay, my controls.
Great job today.
Thank you. It's cool. Nice.
Yeah, it was really nice. Sedona traffic, Skyhawk 23 Papa has exited Alpha 5, taxiing Alpha 5, Alpha for the FBO. Sedona traffic,
yeah.
left.
Left.
Alright, I got you flaps up. We're already linked.
Yeah.
And then you just follow this left.
Here, this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, what do you think? You want to park here at the end?
Yeah, looks good, huh?
Yeah.
We have space there. I put a bit more in, yeah.
Cool, so we're leaned, trimmed.
Yeah.
But take off. And then you can slow down here. You want to go the next one?
On the line, huh?
Yeah.
This one here?
Let's do, so yeah, right here. I love this one.
This?
Yep.
That's good.
And just come off to the left of the chain just a bit. To the left,
yep.
left. Nice. And then correct to the right as you come past it. Perfect.
Like this.
Yep. And nice job. There you go.
There you go.
Okay, cool. So, like always, back to 1,000.
Yeah.
After landing
brake.
checklist, set brake. Is flaps
Brake
up,
set.
trim, fuel on both. We're going to keep the mixture here because we're so high.
Yep.
We'll go to 1,000 that we're not like found any plugs. Okay, and then we're going to go lights off. We'll keep beacon on for a second, and then
yep.
I always go back to checklist.
Yep.
And then we're going to go to, sometimes you got to get the brakes in just a little bit more. Okay, we're rolling just a bit. So then you go here, after landing, wings up, strobe, landing lights, secure and plane. Parking brake, light switches, go ahead and get beacon.
Yeah. Off.
Okay, white switch, the avionics off.
Off.
He would be flying under his FAA private pilot's license, but he'd have to have his European license with him. Like so today he's a student.
Brakes checked.
My controls.
Your controls.
I got brakes, your controls.
My controls.
Alright, so we're going to go off to the left.
Yeah. Okay. Right is clear and the taxi on the left is clear. So we take off runway 21.
21, and I'm going to pick up a diagram here.
Alright. So it's one taxiway that's Alpha, right?
Yep, so we left. And then we can stay on the ramp. We'll go back to, you can go to Alpha 5 if you want.
Here, huh?
Yeah. Alright, 123.00, Sedona, Unicom.
Yeah, it's checked.
Sedona traffic, Skyhawk 23 Papa is taxiing FBO Alpha 5, Alpha to Alpha 1 to runway 21, Sedona traffic. Cool, and you can reduce that power back to 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay, you're clear to the right.
Yep.
And it'll be a right and then a left.
Okay, here right. Turn right is clear, left is clear.
Okay. Clear, clear.
Some power.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of an uphill, right? We got that 2 degrees.
2930 yeah. Papa, taking runway 21 will be a southwest departure. On traffic.
Cool. And then good job being off the brakes.
Yeah.
That's all the uphill, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit uphill. You need to put in a bit more power here.
Alright, so let's remember we have that downhill.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit of a tailwind, so that's nice.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I mean, a little bit of a headwind, sorry. So that's good. I'll take the headwind.
We have a little bit. I would say like 2 knots.
Yeah, better than a tailwind.
Yeah, that's true. Every knot is helpful.
Every knot is helpful. Let's see where he takes off by.
Yeah, you have the Vision jet on the left.
Yeah, very cool. Good. So he got off.
About which?
By the flag.
Okay, so.
Yeah, and we can do what you want to do? Maybe a short field takeoff today.
Short field, yeah, that's good.
That way we can check to make sure the RPMs are where we want them before we release.
Okay, so it's on the brakes and then you release.
And then a little right rudder, but not too much because it's not like a super powerful.
Okay. Yeah, just prevent that it goes from to the left. So here it's rolling down a bit, or reduce a bit on the throttle.
I see that little peak.
Yeah,
nice.
so keep like max 70 and then brake until 10.
Yeah.
I would say I brake here a bit, and then let it slowly come up. The left is right is clear.
Clear.
Okay. Good. Oh wow, the color of the rocks is crazy.
Nice. Do you want to do a run-up real quick or no? Are you comfortable?
It's good.
Yeah. Let's go all the way to the end of the runway.
Okay.
We'll pause here, we'll make a call.
Yeah.
And then we'll take off.
Going left.
Alright.
Okay. Chat.
Sedona traffic, Skyhawk 23 Papa, holding short, runway 21 at Alpha 1 for southwest departure. Okay, we're going to keep mixture here. We'll do static, start, full power, full brakes, make sure everything's running how we want it. If it looks good, we'll just keep it here. And we'll take off to the south. We're going to pitch for rotate at 55, pitch for about 70 to 74, and then we'll head off to the right-hand side where there's low terrain.
Yep.
And we'll just start kind of our climb out and then head on course.
Yep.
Sound good?
All good.
Okay, fuel, trim for takeoff, static air, mixture as required, flaps up, and you can do your strobe lights.
Yep.
Okay.
Strobe lights on.
That's our pre-takeoff. And then if engine failure or roughness, we're going to pull everything out, stop on the runway. If after rotation and runways left, land back on the runway. If after rotation, no runway left, we're going to pitch for the road off to our left.
Okay.
And do the best we can.
Yep.
Over 2,000 feet, we'll turn around and come back direct.
Back to the
All right. Sedona traffic, Skyhawk 23 Papa is taking off runway 21 for southwest departure, Sedona. We'll go use the whole runway.
Yep. Can we go now? Yeah.
Yep, your turn.
Yep. And I turn left here.
Yep, turn left.
Yeah, we use every
bit
of runway we have.
Yeah, especially when it's hot and high. And you reduce that power just a tad bit.
Okay, go here.
There you go.
And we turn. To 1 is intensified.
Wow, look at that hill. You got your cameras on? Want to pause real quick? They're on?
Yeah, they're on.
Okay,
yeah.
Great. Okay, full brakes.
Full brakes.
Okay, we'll go full power.
Full power. Then we check the instruments.
That looks like
Green,
great power.
Green, yeah.
And go.
Okay, toes of brake. Speed is alive.
Okay, green.
Center line checked.
Yep, airspeed is alive.
And 55, rotate.
Yep, and a slight rotate, perfect. Nose down just a bit. There you go. And then got that airspeed back up and climbing.
Okay,
there it goes.
For 70.
Perfect. Nice job.
Thank you.
Trim as required. I got you here.
That's all good?
That looks great.
Yep.
Okay, no runway left.
Yep. All good.
Yep. Nice job.
Thank you.
Alright, just keep that climb coming.
Yep.
This looks great. That little bit of wind I think is really helping.
Yeah, gives us a bit more climbing. Huh? We're at 600 now.
Nice.
Now we go in between.
Yeah, I thought
there,
we'd follow this canyon. What do you think?
I would say that's the least terrain. So we just go left from this hill.
Do you want me to take control so you can look around for a little bit, or?
I'm fine. Like this is good. All good.
Yep. I just want to make sure you're getting a chance to enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe take controls and I'll make a picture.
Yeah, my controls.
All good. Your controls.
Yep.
Since we're here, this is of course magnificent. This side here. Crazy. Now when the sun is so high, you see really the red color of the rocks.
Yeah, it's real pretty.
people really live in here. Huh? So
I know, can you believe it?
Okay, all good, my controls.
Alright, your controls.
My controls.
We're getting a good 400 feet a minute. I think you can start to the right.
Yeah.
And I think we can kind of get on path. What do you think?
Yeah, I think we have enough climb path.
Yeah.
So we just go there.
Yep. Then let's go 85. And then remember, you don't have to get right on this path. So you can climb to the left of this.
Yeah.
And then we can intercept later.
Yeah.
Just enjoy your flight.
Yeah, exactly. Well, about 85 knots you said, huh?
Yeah, I think 80 to 85, and then we can go here to engine, lean. 430 is pretty good.
Looks.
And what we can do is like, let's see what our temperatures are at 650, and we can level off, cool it down, and then go again. But as long as it's staying pretty good.
Yeah.
And then let's go to message, waypoint.
So we'll just aim a bit for that gap over there.
Yeah, exactly. And that's I think that's the beauty of flying VFR in America is to see a mountain, avoid the mountain. No rules.
Yeah. You have enough space to go around.
Yep. You can fly through that little canyon if you want on the right hand side. If you want to hand fly.
Yeah.
Stay to the left. I feel pretty confident with the plane's performance right now, so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go right tank for a little bit.
Good.
I think we're on a hill. That's why the left looked like it did.
Right. Yeah, it catches from, because we have some updrafts that helped us to take off. Yeah, the performance was much better than I would expect. Because yesterday I saw that's the altitude almost 8,000. Oh,
well, I think
going like this.
I think it's good we took off when we did. I think in another 2 hours
can be even worse. Yeah.
Is it okay if I text my dad a picture?
Of course. Do what you want to do. I'm an easy guy. And also about aviation, to meet people, they are like-minded, you know?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's a fun little culture.
Yeah.
Everyone seems very helpful, very likes to share it.
Yeah, right. You would like to share your experiences and knowledge.
On GPS, runway 03, approach Sedona.
Oh, the Vision jet right here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's coming in.
Oh, he's coming in.
Yeah, we're just gonna miss him.
Can turn to the right. Have a look.
Sedona traffic, Skyhawk 23 number Papa, 6,700, 6 miles to the southwest of the airport, heading westbound, Sedona.
Seems to be a small airstrip below me.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, a little one.
I must be right beneath you, I can't see it.
Yeah, it's below the wheel now.
Little private airstrip.
Yeah, it's a dirt strip. Super neat. Cool.
That's really cool.
Oh, yeah, we climbed to 8.5.
Yeah.
Put it on there.
Nice. Yeah, go. Sedona traffic, Skyhawk 23 number Papa, 7 miles to the west. Last call. Good day, Sedona.
You said last call of the day?
Yeah.
You do that?
I did last call. Because we're leaving the area.
Okay, so this is the last call.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's how you name it. You say it like that.
Yeah. Well, and then in the
traffic helicopter 352 Victor Hotel.
In the uncontrolled areas, sometimes people get a little bit looser with their language. A little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe have like a little bit more fun, because then when you go to the towers, everything's just so
very strict. Yeah.
Strict. I'm not the kind of guy. I don't like to make noises on the radio. There'll be like guys.
Noises.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make sounds.
Yeah.
Like a cow. Or what do they do?
Yeah, just like, you know. I get it. You're in the middle of the desert and there's no one out there. You know, like. But hey, if they're enjoying, it's not super dangerous.
Yeah.
That approach was kind of pretty. That we came in on.
Between there, right?
Yeah.
We came there.
And
over this tower rock there.
I know. I think come back in the winter time.
Was also be very nice.
With a little bit better performance, then we can go fly a little bit into the canyon and back, like do a little canyon turn.
Right.
I could see how a canyon though is pretty dangerous. If you don't know where you're going, you
can enter and then
you can't get out.
Cul-de-sac, you're too deep.
Yeah.
And you can make no turn.
No.
That's why you have to stay on the right. And when we clear a ridge, we go 45 from the right. And now we have always space to back out.
And then, do you guys slow down a little bit so you can tighten the turn, or no?
No, we keep the speed, but we enter the valley quite high because the valley is like this. And maybe like 1 kilometer wide or so. So you don't have much space. So we try to enter the valley at the crossing altitude.
Interesting.
So like 1,000 feet over ground at the highest point.
I'd love to fly with you out there one day.
Yeah, when you are in Switzerland, hook me up and then we go fly to the Alps.
Maybe I can get does United or American fly?
Yeah, they fly to Zurich.
Maybe I'll make that my dream destination job so that way I can come meet you in Zurich.
Yeah, that will be cool. And then especially winter or spring times is really nice to fly because we have good performance.
Nice.
Summer can be really bumpy and we have a lot of convection.
Oh, okay.
Also thunderstorms. Yeah, winter or like early spring, it's really nice.
Is it?
Yeah, so much snow. Glaciers are covered with snow. You can see the ski areas.
That sounds
ski resorts.
Really pretty.
Yeah. I would say we slowly try to intercept our...
Yeah, perfect. And there's no rush, right? We have how far? 143 miles to intercept.
I just do a bit of hand flying.
Yeah, enjoy it for a little bit.
I have this aiming point there, this peak.
Yep.
Sedona traffic, Vision Jet 62 Tango Zulu 5 mile final. Sedona.
We're at 200 feet. We approach our...
And you can see too, as we got a little bit higher, our heat cooled down. It never got higher than 430. But so in the summertime, that's really in all of airplanes. You're watching the CHTs.
This is very important.
Yeah, and then even like the run up. Like today, we kind of took our time with the run up, so I could show you things. In the summertime, you want the run up to be as fast as possible.
Right. Okay, so we level off here. I'll let the speed come up.
Cool. And then reduce your speed a little bit. Yep.
I go to 2,400, something like that. Then like this, perfectly trim.
Nice. And then we can go to, we're at 8.18. We'll go to engine. We're right there at the E.
Yeah.
We're probably already, because we're already so high, we're already probably pretty good on the on there. Engine sounds like it's healthy. It's not,
sounds good.
Not overheating. And then we should see even EGTs cool off just a little bit. CHTs are going to be. This is nice.
That's good.
Yep.
Yeah. The trim is also very stable.
Yeah. That's not even autopilot.
Right. We just autopilot 1.0.
Rudimentary analog autopilot.
Yeah. Now I'm reading this book, Sticks and Rudder.
Oh yeah. Is it
I
good?
found it last week at the fair. This is one of the best books written, apparently. It's over 80 years old.
Have you learned anything good from it?
Yeah, it has some different points of what you learn in the PPL. So with handling the instruments a bit. It's about the angle of attack and how you can control it with the pitch.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so it's a bit against what we have learned. But it understands you a bit more how to fly.
Oh.
Because you have to feel the airplane. You have not to fight it. And this book is about, how do you feel the airplane?
Right.
And that it works for you, basically. So basically you do everything over the angle of attack.
Yeah.
That is how the air meets your wing. So we still have a bit of an angle of attack because the wing is like this.
Yeah.
So in cruising, you have a very nice contact where the air meets the wing.
Interesting.
Yeah, what the The more you go, then you get a stall because there is no downdraft anymore, so it doesn't push you up.
Right.
And then you lose the ability to drift.
So this gives you a little bit more of a perspective.
Yeah.
Maybe different than what your instructor taught you.
Yeah, exactly. And he talks about buoyancy, so that's how you float in the air. He compares it with a ship.
Yeah, I agree. If you want, you can add a little power because you got a little bit of a descent.
Yeah, exactly. We have to go up a bit. Try to go in for 8.5. We just put the camera on so we get some bumpiness on the video as well.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, absolutely.
It's rodeo riding in Nevada. Oh, we're still in Phoenix, I guess.
Still
Arizona. Yeah.
Like this part of Arizona is like the Wild West. This is where like
was the cowboys?
All the cowboys and bandits
still live.
They still live.
I see some horses there. Yeah, it's idyllic. As a kid, I watched a lot of these movies, like Western movies. My parents loved them, so I was into Western. Yeah, it's nice. There's a special culture. Yeah.
Different world, different time.
Right. But it's crazy that the settlers came here and built everything up from nothing. You see how vast everything is. That you can make something from nothing.
Yes.
It's crazy. Europe is so dense. There's so many cultures and people living there. But of course, the mountains, you have valleys. They're completely separated from other valleys. So they have their own language, their own culture. And it's maybe like in the wingspan, let's say 5 to 10 kilometers, completely different culture because it's a completely different valley. Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Separated by the mountains.
In West Virginia, so it's like the Appalachian Mountains over the east. So the two big mountain ranges in America are the Appalachian Mountains that run from New York down the southern, like divide the south. But in West Virginia, you get they call them haulers. So it's real mountainous kind of cavern type, and I think it's similar. You get these cultures in the haulers, and they're very unique. Even though like we look at it as all West Virginia, the hauler is its own little sub-community.
It's that box. Yeah, it's unpreventable. Like, but you see how high these things are. Right?
I know. They probably get blown up with some of that updraft, right?
Yeah. Yeah, now we have about 500. Now it drops again. Looks good so far.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah. So in the Alps we use the mountains to get updraft because the valleys are small, and there's one airport in the Rhone Valley called Sion. You cannot go straight over the pass, over the ridge with from there, so you have to go up, make a circle climb, and then we go as close as possible to the wall of the mountains and try to find these updrafts.
And it just carries you up?
Yeah, I know. Really like balloons like 1,500 feet per minute, and then you don't have to circle climb. You go like this and then turn left.
So like the wind comes from this direction. You can fly near this.
Yeah, exactly. You just look where it is, and then you fly close to the ridge, and it lifts you up.
Lifts you up.
Yeah, because you have the mountain face, the wall, and the wind has to go up, and it lifts you up.
So then when you get up, and then you kind of come over, do you have to worry about it coming back down and pushing you down?
No, the rock of the mountain is much higher, so you have the hill, so you cannot go over it.
Oh, okay.
We just use the face of the mountain to get some kind of updrafts.
Oh.
So it's like a thermic, we look for it.
And then is there other visual signs? There's a thermic? Can you can you tell where it's at?
Not really. You can see the clouds. We have a lot of cumulus, and you see where the cumulus is.
Go fly underneath it,
and then you go under it, and then you'll go up. That's what the
interesting.
The planes. So we have a lot of these sailing planes.
Yeah.
Gliders. They use these thermic, especially. But you know where the wind is coming from. You know, okay, the wind is coming from that direction. It will hit this wall. So I just try to go through the wall, and just expect suddenly you have an updraft. Yeah. The planes are so light, so basically your lift is super
instantaneous.
Yeah. Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, looks great.
Yeah. Turn a bit to the magenta line here. Yeah, here's getting less, I would say, yeah.
A little bit nicer, huh?
Yeah.
You can kind of see the bottom drop out. We go from this elevation down to here.
Yeah, exactly. This is where the green is, and there you have the dry desert again.
Yeah, so this is 3,000 feet over here. And then behind us is almost 5,000 feet.
Okay.
So 2,000 foot difference. Now all of a sudden we're 6,000 feet above the ground, not 2,000 feet.
Yeah, you see already it's much higher here. You can see the houses, they look much tinier.
Henderson Tower, Skyhawk 23 November Papa is over the ridge with information Yankee requesting a full stop.
Skyhawk 23 November Papa, Henderson Tower, make sure approach runway 35 right, report a 3 mile final.
Make sure approach for 35 right, report a 3 mile final for 23 November Papa.
Okay, 35 right.
Okay, do you see the edges of the houses?
Yeah.
When we get to the edge of the houses, we want to be about 3,500 feet. So we'll cross the ridge at 5.5.
Yeah.
And then just start a nice gradual descent to 35. No big rush, just kind of following the topography of the terrain.
Okay.
And then if you look straight ahead, you see the houses. There's kind of like a gray retention basin right in front of the houses.
508, contact Las Vegas Departure.
Yeah, in front of it.
Yeah, kind of right on the edge of the desert between the houses.
Yeah.
There's power lines. Do you kind of see them?
Sure.
Hard to see.
It's hard to see,
but we're aiming for
it's a strip between, huh?
Yeah, you're going to be heading right. This is like the perfect heading right now. Just keep that nose down.
Yeah.
We can reduce power. We don't need to go super fast right now. Just because we're getting ready to line up for landing anyways.
Yeah.
Jet 745, Henderson Tower, runway 35 left, clear for takeoff.
35 left, clear for takeoff, Jet 745.
Perfect. Nice job. And you can, looks like you're fighting a little updraft maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of the hill.
No, just want to confirm it was a right turn heading 170 for Jet 745.
Jet 745, affirmative, right turn
So
heading
speed-wise is about...
You're fine right now.
Yeah, it's good.
Yep.
Otherwise you tell me, yeah,
Yep.
with the speed.
And then we can maintain, maybe reduce a little power and pitch up a little bit.
Okay.
Maintain that 5.5 just a little bit longer. There you go. That's good. I like your power setting right now.
Okay.
5.3 is fine. You maintain 5.3.
Okay.
Yeah, now look ahead. You see the cement retention basin. There's a little cylinder, circular cylinder. You're basically on the right path. Just keep flying this heading.
Yeah.
If you see see the blue casino straight ahead?
Blue casino.
Yeah, blue casino straight ahead. It's a big square casino behind the houses.
Yeah.
That's the heading I want you on right now.
Okay, good.
But I want you to descend to 3,500 by the houses.
Okay.
This is looking great. So you can reduce a little bit of that power if you like.
Yeah, and then drop the nose a bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
And then we have about 300 feet per minute.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And you can reduce that power maybe even more to like 2,000. And then keep that nose coming down.
Okay.
I'm going to zoom in for us.
Jet 745, contact Las Vegas departure. Have a good flight.
Good day, thanks for helping. Jet 745.
All right. Good job. Now do you see the cylinder? It's a water tank. Off to your left, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
I want you to aim for that house, or aim for the cylinder.
Okay, so a bit left now.
Just a bit left.
Okay.
Okay, keep that descent coming in. It's going to be a little bumpy on descent.
Okay.
Because of the heat.
Yeah.
And you can straighten out. That's perfect.
Okay.
Okay, 1,000 feet to go.
1,000 feet to go. Yeah, you feel the wind coming more for this turbines.
Yeah, there you go.
Speed back a bit.
You can pull up a bit. You don't need to be such aggressive.
Okay.
There you go, nice. There you go, I like that. Alright, you're going to keep finding that tower, or the cylinder.
Yeah.
And then right now we're cleared for runway to the right. Okay. So right you get that cylinder, and you can start a small right turn.
Okay.
And we'll get lined up for approach.
When we're
at this cylinder.
Overhead.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Henderson Tower, Skyhawk 23 number Papa, reporting 3 mile final for 35 right.
Skyhawk 23 number Papa, runway 35 right, clear to land.
35 right, clear to land, 23 number Papa. Cool. Alright, we're under 110, so I want you to go ahead and reduce some power to 2,000. Good job. And we're going to pitch up just ever so slightly. Yeah. Start that right turn, and I want you to put your first notch of flaps in.
Just notch flaps.
You can see we're already on Pappies. I see 2 white, 2 red.
Okay.
Nose down.
Skyhawk 23 number Papa, change the runway 35 left, runway 35 left, clear to land.
Change to 35 left, clear to land, 23 number Papa.
Okay.
Now we're going to line left. So now we're going to be a little bit higher for left, that's okay. I want you to reduce that power. I like 1,800 RPMs.
Good.
We're going to nose up just a bit. So nose up just a bit. We want to slow down.
Yeah.
Keep below 85. Keep going. Nose up just a second.
Yeah.
Keep it up. And give me 85. Boom. All right, nose back down.
Okay, now 2 flaps too?
Yep. And I'm going to go full flaps, okay?
Okay, yeah.
So your full flaps. Keep this power setting.
Okay.
And then you tell me as PIC, if you feel like we're sinking, add power. If you feel high, keep the power out.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yep.
The Pappies are turned off because of the cranes, so it's
does not work.
Yeah. Your airspeed is great right now, by the way.
Yep.
I kind of like this descent rate. I'm seeing us landing just beyond the aim markers.
Yeah.
But if you want to reduce power to 1,800, that's okay too. We got a nice direct headwind.
I think looks good now, speed, huh?
Yep, I would just reduce your power just a little bit.
Little bit, 1,800.
Yeah.
Something like
See if you get a little bit more of a sink. That's looking better, right?
Yeah.
I'd maybe reduce it just 50 more. Perfect. Because we still have about 10 knots that we can bleed off on our speed.
Okay.
And I want you to slightly pitch up and just give me a little bit of trim up to slow down. And then we'll reduce that power to 1,700.
1,700?
Yep. And we're looking pretty high. Let's take it all the way out.
Okay. Off power cut.
Okay. And then you're going to pitch down. So right now you're looking at 80. So just keep that nose up. There, right there. Just there. That's perfect.
Okay.
There you go. Nice. Now nose back down. You're right at 70. You can add a little power if you need to. Nice job.
Okay.
Nice job. No, eyes down the runway.
Yeah.
Keep coming down that ground effect. Good. Now just hold it off. Hold it off. Nice job. Very good job. I'm with you on the brakes.
Okay.
Almost powers all the way out.
Yeah.
Good job. Aerodynamic braking. And you just made delta, my friend. Great job. Looking for airspeed.
Yeah.
And your controls.
My controls.
Skyhawk 23 number Papa,
left here.
turn left 1 able,
Left.
contact ground 1 off, have a good day.
Turn left for naval, contact ground and off. Great day, 23 Nero Papa. They're going to come over here and come to a complete stop.
Okay.
After the line.
Yep.
I'm going to go here, here, ground. Complete stop. Great job.
Okay, stop.
Henderson ground, Skyhawk 23 Nero Papa, exit runway 35 left at Delta for all in. And then back to 1,000.
1,000
3 November Papa, Henderson ground,
So,
back to the ramp.
less.
Taxi head into the ramp. Have a great day, 23 Nero Papa. All right, 1,000.
22
Yeah.
kilo, flow time for John Wayne
All right.
is...
Your control, straight ahead.
My controls.
Time now, 20.
Straight ahead.
Yep.
Right is clear, left is clear.
Yep. And then as you come straight ahead, you can come off the center to avoid the jet.
2020,
Okay.
2007.
Great landing. A lot easier here than on that glide path. That looks really good.
Yeah, it was stable, huh?
Yeah, that was great.
Looked good.
And then a little bit off to the left if you'd like.
Yeah.
And then watch out for that.
What is there?
I don't know what that is. Like a box or something? Or
Yeah, it's a plastic cup. Loose.
All right, come off to the left a little bit more.
Okay,
Looking
for
great.
this wing. Let's hope in that one.
And if we would have stayed on 35 right, we had that perfect glide path.
Right?
We were locked in.
Yeah, it was like 2 wide, 2 right.
Yeah, 3500 at that water tower seems to be perfect.
I just heard them saying 35 left. Say, oh, yeah, we have to
Change it up.
shallow our turn a bit.
Great job, though.
Thank you. Thank you for your help.
And then you're going to just slow down before you get to this turn, and we're going to turn to the right.
Okay, good.
And then just watch the
Clear.
cars, clear left.
Ah, you just made a round, so you're coming from the back here.
Yeah. And then you're going to go straight and be your next left.
Yeah.
Now you've seen the whole airport.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's quite big, huh?
Yeah. You can slow for your turn, left turn.
Henderson ground, this is November 22 Victor Yankee at the Victor Kilo at the terminal with Yankee to taxi.
Confirmation to the Victor Kilo, Henderson ground, runway 35 left, taxi via Echo Alpha.
Right, to the right.
I'm sorry, that was blocked.
Confirmation to Victor Kilo, runway 35 left, taxi via Echo Alpha.
Echo Alpha 35 left, 22 Victor
And then Isaac, just watch Isaac. He's going to tell you where to park, how he wants you to go.
Okay.
And then we'll keep it at 1,000.
Yeah.
You got brakes.
Brakes.
Awesome. Hold the brakes. No parking brake. He's going to chalk us in a second. And then brakes are held. I'm with you on the brakes.
Yeah.
Okay. As we come back here to our securing the plane. No parking brake. Light switches off.
Yeah. Let's beacon and strobe off.
Okay. Electrical equipment's off. Yes. Avionics bus is white. Good.
Both